Hello, my darling dog starters. Welcome to the special edition episode of Listen to Luna. By which I mean you are still getting it, but it happened 4 years ago, so obviously you shouldn't care anymore. This is the way we do future reference. Also, just for clarification, I think I'm disturbing my parents, but I don't care. I don't care anymore because on top of all the stress that Stormson's roleplay is actually causing me, and on top of that, having to deal with what just happened today, I'm done. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm apathetic, and I said it, and this is barely going to be edited except for the parts that, because of my disability, I get very loud and then I sound like a whale. So, yeah, I'll have to edit that out. But speaking of disabilities, because Nightshade likes to whore us out so much, and I'm saying that because she made it public knowledge that her brother has autism, my house has no stairs, and because of my wheelchair, it has no door. So whatever the frick you hear going on in the background, cats using the litter box, my parents talking hardball on TV, I don't care, I can't control that, you're just gonna have to deal with it. And as you can probably tell by my rage and the title of this video, yes, guys, it finally happened. I have been accused of throwing shade at Shade, and now her little bigoted Christian butt is probably watching me and going, "Oh, how cute! I feel so sorry for her. I'm going to make her my new sympathy project." And then whoever sent her all that anon information about the 1 or 2 jokes a person with 20 subscribers has made about her in passing, they'll give her a nice pat on the back for being the bigger person. Yes, she sent me hate mail. But instead of freaking out over how double standardy and creepy that is that she would be doing that now, or simply doing the quote-unquote healthier thing, which would involve unloading all of this scoring emotional baggage on people who are supposed to be on vacation, I am going to treat you guys to a dramatic reading while commentating on it. This will serve as my response to what she said. Since Shade is a stupid person, and yes, I said stupid, and my poor little arthritis-ridden hands and slightly hunched back, as I've been told, just do not have the patience to be bothered with physically typing out all the reasons why today. And since every able-bodied person on the planet knows, due to the fact that us disabled people are often burdened with crippling inferiority complexes, then naturally, when something really bothers us or gets under our skin, we can't be expected to just let it go, let it go, like any other able-bodied person would. Nor do we have the means or the privileges of things like stairs or doors or privacy to talk about the ever so clever and handsome sex bomb that is Volo, and how his courting and corrupting the innocence of poor Alice may or may not be an issue to small children, especially not when your mother is currently sitting in the kitchen next to you as you're recording this. That kind of conversation would be an awkward one to have. And now that they're hearing what I'm talking about, they already know too much. I'm blaming you for bad shade. Thank you. Like, I really wanted your stupid non-Disney community taboo revolution to become a household name in my house, because I know some people were like, oh, grandma, look at this video about this girl ranting about how two fictional characters should not make out. And you wanna know what, Shade? Their grandmother thought that you were stupid. They thought that your whole entire argument was stupid. The girl quoted her grandmother as saying, "Who cares?" And no, I am not going to mention the identity of this girl as proof, because guess what? You made her cry. Does that ring any bells, Shade? During the time that this whole taboo shitstorm was going down, you made somebody cry on camera as they were calmly trying to respond to something you said to them to trigger them crying. And I bet you know the one too. See? This is why I like to let the things that bother me fester and rot inside of me. Because I know that if I tried to make a video about what's bothering me with the subject at the time, I would have probably ended up crying right along with that girl too. Hashtag personal. So without further ado, let's go, start another taboo war. I'm just kidding, don't start a taboo war. But you can listen to me royally fuck up this reading while you're also listening to Elvis in the background, I guess. But here we have a message with one of her signature, ironically misleading titles, ending with a question mark, which is again misleading because it has absolutely nothing to do with what's inside the actual message. Back from the dead? When I first saw this, I thought it was just one of those forwarded spam messages to let everyone know, hey guys, I'm making videos again and I accidentally got put on the mailing list. So I guess that starting every single argument off with her rhetorical question mark of doom is just another way that Shade tries to shame her victims. Because you guys know that when I opened the message, I found it was not just some spam newsletter thing, but a special surprise inside for me. It was an attack on my person! And this is how the message rang. Old friend, why are you so shy? Yeah, I like how she doesn't even start out with a hello or answering to her own question. She just tells me how this anon friend of hers has apparently been hoarding all of the criticisms and vents I've made about her in the past to my own friends, in my own space, on my own damn channel, but most importantly, behind Shade's back, like which someone would do in an angry letter, for instance. Not to mention, the last time that I checked, the comment that I made about Shade that she is so incoherently rambling about here was deleted ages ago. So I don't even know how that friend of hers got the grubby little hands on it. Unless, this friend was patrolling videos from the Taboo War 3 years later to see what people were still saying about it, and once she saw a mean comment being made about her lord and master, she simply had to copy and paste it and hoard it. Only the little vulture decided to wait up until yesterday to actually go and provide Shade with this small potato information because, yeah, that makes sense. Oh wait, no it doesn't. So yes, I am clearly the stalker here, Shade. Thank you for that clarification. Also, email. Isn't that how the whole bridge thing with that Chris Christie guy started, or is that just me? I mean, you do like to bully people who have only under 5 subscribers, so I mean, that little emo girl video thief must have been a really good publicity stunt for you, huh? I'm noticing that any type of scandal concerning 12 to 13-year-olds, fictional or otherwise, really do get under your skin, don't they? Yeah, I'm gonna let the mocking mood music speak for itself here, but now that she's going on a tangent here, I really wanna know what that purpose of that title was besides just, trolling. Because she's all like, back from the dead? But what is she referring to exactly? No, seriously, what was it, Shade? I know that you're a big cyberbully, so you could have been trying to intimidate me. But you could have been referring to yourself and your lackage of videos on that channel that nobody cares about anymore. Because you've abandoned it to enter into that teen vlogger sect on YouTube, when you could have just done what you said you were going to do 3 years ago and leave. But no, you're still here. And guess what? You're a laughingstock. At least in this non-Disney community, you are. Which is a good thing that you decided to harass me on your old account instead of your vlog one. That would have been a bad business decision. Or you could have just been asking me if I was back from the dead. Because apparently you seem to think that my world revolves around poking fun at you 24/7. And since Your little crony couldn't dig up any more information about me making fun of you recently. Then surely that must have meant that I became an ex-person. But to answer your question as it applies to me, no, my child. I am not back from the dead. I am the Lord of the dead. The blue are cool. But who are you, Miss Mary Sue? As far as I know, you were only one voice in a million on a mission to stop all of the evil taboo editors from sucking the lives out of little children. But then your plan backfired and bombed into the Saving Neverland BS, which I thought was supposed to serve as a common ground hub for people on both sides of the argument. You can't expect people to support your cause and repost your videos if you're doing absolutely nothing with it. So excuse me, princess. If an outsider looking in on the public thing that you started for everyone, just because they have the right to look back on the progress of said thing is considered stalking. It's been confirmed by the entire community here that your cause is dead. Your editing career is dead. You might as well just delete that channel. Because there is literally no reason to keep that group up anymore if you're not going to make any more vlogs or meeps or posts supporting it. Oh yeah, haha, at least people still remember. It makes me so happy! Ha! Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That's because you never officially ended it, did you? That being said, doing all the research that I could on the status and progression on the still open taboo discussion, I couldn't help but notice some even more unnerving things about the way that Shade presents herself that only serve to make me all the more uncomfortable while trying to keep up with her. She obviously wants her adult audience to acknowledge that she's a pervert in the way that the little 4 to 8-year-old YouTubers looking up to her won't understand. This isn't a memorial piece. This is a bad pun, and I'm disgusted to even have it on my computer. Also, openly referring to the shooter as the Joker in the comments. And I'm the one who needs to grow up. Okay. She didn't even ask for the model's consent to use these images, nor did she bother telling her what the memorial piece was actually for. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to you sooner, but making my unique artistic statement was more important than your thoughts, opinions, feelings, or overall physical being. I hope you don't mind being immortalized forever as a dead body, though. Cheers! Did I mention that she's also trying to sell this tacky but personal thing off as a print to make money? Yeah, I can see why the poor girl she dragged into this deleted her original image. Speaking of your powerful statements, Shade. Forgive me if I think that showing us images of babies being fed to alligators is just a little bit of an overreaction to abortion. And since you clearly wanted nobody's opinions on that video, but insisted apparently on watching my 30-minute vlog that I made previously, even though you must have seen I had the comments disabled, and then coming to my channel and stating your opinion that you knew I did not want anyway. So if you don't mind, I'll just state my opinion on your Lucy video right now. It was the most overbearing piece of shit I have ever seen in my life. Bleh. She then goes on to asking me the rhetorical question if I want her Tumblr, Twitter, or Instagram. Really? Later, assuming that I don't know what sarcasm is, but not before making a bet with me that she is on my DA watch list. All of these questions are moot, because she knows if I wanted any of these things, I could just get them from her lousy vlog channel. Secondly, no, sweetie. I haven't been on my Twitter since waiting for Adult Swim to release Rude Removal. And I wouldn't want your filtered bony skill access on my Instagram even if I had one. But since we're talking about asses, here's some nice, hot, sexy, underage boy genius booty for ya. More stuff that nobody cares about. Babble, babble, bitch, bitch. Though it's interesting that she thinks just because I think she needs help in some areas, that automatically seems to mean to her that she'd have to be locked up somewhere. And I know what, honey? That I still think your clothes are hideous? Why, of course I do. The better question would be, why do you keep assuming that everyone you talk to is straight? Okay, so then she proceeds to call me a faceless show-off. Now, let's wait just a gosh darn minute here, shall we? Is or is not my channel slogan, and I quote, laughing in your face as money rains down from the blackness. And I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but isn't my entire username supposed to be some sort of innuendo? Wouldn't that alone be enough to keep people like Shade away from me? Yeah, I guess I need more salt.
Hey, hey, look, I have got a black friend, and so I have finally got some street cred. I'm so happy that I got a black friend.
Damn Skippy, you like my dedication. And don't you dare lecture me on sassiness, Little Miss Rhetorical title. It's a good thing that your friend still had time to romp around the internet and dig up a comment that I made 3 to 4 months ago. And what the hell are you thanking me for? I didn't send you fan mail. Your friend is the one who invaded my privacy. End of discussion. I'll put the link in an annotation. And while you're reading up on my extremely low bullshit tolerance, you may wanna check my friends list just to see if you're on there. Spoiler alert, you're not. In conclusion, as for my stance on the revolution, y'all know Disney editors are crazy, so I'm sticking to some actual Western cartoons. Nightshade can go fuck herself. I'm going to color eggs. Bye, bitch.
And the moral of this story is, hair today, goon tomorrow.